Hello and welcome to Talk FCB and welcome back here to the channel, guys. We are going to be trying to review that game between Rayo Vallecano and Barcelona. Going into this one, we were expecting goals, but I have to say, this was incredibly balanced. Barcelona 3, Rayo Vallecano 2. We have somehow escaped this win, not only avoiding a loss, but somehow getting that win. It really was tight right up until the end. We've snatched it in front of Rayo's face. We have to analyse everything that happened there, because it really was non-stop action. And as always, guys, the first thing that we'll do is have a look at the team, how we set up going into this game. And from Valverde, it was exactly the same team that went into that Clasico match and won it very comfortably. He went with the same lineup, even with Inter coming up. He didn't choose to rotate here. He went strong, but it didn't really work out. For whatever reason, this kind of team here, it just couldn't seem to get to grips with Rayo. They were very attack-minded on the day. They were pressing, their fans are behind them, they were really up for the game. And what you actually had a lot of the time was Rafinha, not on this right hand side, but actually playing just in behind Suarez. And what that did really was trying to invite these fullbacks to really push on. You had Coutinho as well, very central, very narrow, but we couldn't really consistently keep the pressure on Rayo. What we tried to do is really put up high and get them condensed in these kind of areas, but they didn't do that. Rayo kept breaking and really putting us under pressure going the other way, and we simply couldn't sustain our attacks at any point in the game. But of course, we did actually take the lead on the night, and it came once again through that man Luis Suárez, and it was Ivan Rakitic who was once again getting the ball deep, having a look, and Jordi Alba driving in behind. It was really good movement. It wasn't particularly good defending by Rayo, and I think that's what we expect to see more of, really. Rayo doing this kind of thing defensively, opening up and allowing us in behind, but it didn't really happen as often as I expected. Rakitic finds Alba. Alba once again is very clever in his play. He doesn't just put it in the area, he waits and waits. Coutinho takes the man away. Luis Suárez arrives, he's unmarked in the area, and it's a simple finish for a man of his quality. Another goal for Suárez, who is right now so high on confidence. But from that moment, the game really did change, and you've got to give here huge credit to our opponents, Rayo Vallecano. Like I say, their fans were incredible on the night. They really got behind their team. They played with no fear. They really went at us, and they believed tonight that they could get the 3 points, and I have to say, they very nearly did. And if they did win this game tonight, if they did draw it, you have to say they probably did deserve something out of it. But in the end, they got absolutely nothing. Then came a chance for them in the first half. It was Pozo, the man who ended up scoring, but he had a chance before that. It was again a counter-attack from Rayo. We were caught in midfield. Our defence was split far too easily. They get space out wide. They really exposed that. It's a ball into the area. Roberto doesn't react quick enough, and Pozo should score from close range. And then Suárez at the other end, he was showing some more promise, going for goal. He hits the post from a really good effort outside the box, and he bends it towards the top corner, and the goalkeeper doesn't even move. He just watches it and hopes that it doesn't drop in. Unlucky for us, it doesn't. It smacks the post, and Rayo then go up the other end. In that first half, they get their goal. Pozo, the man who gets it. They didn't really look, there was a lot of danger on it. It wasn't really a counter-attack. It was slow moving from Rayo. They moved into our opposition half, and what they did then, when they put the ball in the box, they went long. Longley clears it, doesn't really get a lot on that clearance. It falls on the edge of the box. We're not quick enough to get out, to get in Pozo's face. We don't close him down. He has a look on goal, and it's a wonderful finish. You have to really there give credit to the striker. He beats Ter Stegen from outside the box, hits the post, it goes in. They get a bit of luck, but it's a wonderful goal. And to be honest, going into half-time, they did deserve that equalising goal. Now, in the second half, Ernesto Valverde seemed to give Rafinha just a few more minutes to prove why he should be out there. Dembélé warmed up extensively over the half-time, and it looked like he was going to come on right away at the second half. But Rafinha had a few minutes, and in those minutes, he didn't do enough because he had a chance in front of goal. He was played in by Sergio Roberto. He just about keeps himself onside. The keeper comes out, and it's a really tight angle. Here, for me, you've got to get your head up. You've got Suárez in the box. You've got players there to aim at. He doesn't do that. He keeps his head down. He goes directly for goal. He misses it, and you can see there, Suárez and co. very unhappy that he didn't pass, and that was the last action before before Dembélé came on, and suddenly then it went all wrong. It went really, really wrong. Not because of Dembélé, but just our team. We fell apart. Defensively, again, we are far, far, far too open this season. It's not just in this game. It's not an overreaction from this one game. We have seen all season long. We are simply not doing well enough defensively. It was just a minute after he came on as a sub. It was Garcia, the man for Rayo Vallecano. It's a tap in at the far post, but it happens way before that. It's poor defending. We do not react quickly enough. And what we're not doing at the moment, we're not sensing the danger, because there's a ball in there. It goes to the near post. Gerard Piqué has to be in front of his man. He's got to be getting to that ball first. As your leading centre-back, you've got to get there first. You know that you have to do that, or you risk the chance of conceding. It's Raul de Thomas. He beats Piqué to the ball, and luckily for us, he doesn't score. But it cannons off the post, and even the second phase here, you've got to react quicker. You've got to get to the ball there before Garcia does. We don't do it, and he easily taps it in, and suddenly, Rayo Vallecano, out of absolutely nowhere, they've got the lead. And after that goal there, it did take us probably about another 20 minutes before we really kicked into life. And this was basically the shape that happened. Munir came on, Arturo Vidal came on for Coutinho and Arthur. And really, we did go for it. It took us a while to get chances from it, but we were starting to really put the pressure on Rayo to actually pen them in. That's what we needed to do to sustain our attack. And in the last sort of 10 minutes, especially the last 5 minutes, we managed to do that. And you look at the inclusion of Dembélé, who scores. It was a good sub. But overall, apart from the goal, he didn't really do an awful lot from this wide position. There were a lot of crosses there that went in, which didn't have a great impact. Munir, for me, was ineffective, didn't really do anything at all. Vidal, a lot of energy in this midfield, but wasn't really causing the problem. What changed this game was this man here, Gerard Piqué, going to support Luis Suárez as the centre forward, and suddenly it was entirely different. Rayo did not know how to handle Piqué. There was balls in the box that Piqué were getting up for. He was taking the men away, and suddenly you had a bit more space for Suárez, a bit more space for Dembélé, and that for me is where the goals came from. Because Dembélé's goal, although he didn't really have a brilliant game, I thought when he came off the bench, maybe that confidence of not starting affected him there, but his goal was absolutely wonderful. You've got to give him credit for that. It was an absolutely incredible take on his goal. It's Jordi Alba on the left again, who's heavily involved in the build-up. He plays it into the box, and it's Gerard Piqué, like I say, playing as that makeshift forward. He's gone into the centre-forward position. He has a huge impact because he gets up, and he doesn't only bring the ball down, but he cushions it for Dembélé. He places it wonderfully into his path, so much so that Dembélé doesn't even have to take a touch. He hits it first time on the half volley. It's a beautiful hit. He hits this ball so cleanly, so much so the goalkeeper doesn't even dive. He doesn't even move to his right hand side, because before you know it, that ball has arrowed past him. It's a brilliant hit from Dembélé, a key moment in the game, and with just a few minutes to go, we are on level terms. And when we got to that stage, you knew that we were going to keep going. We weren't just going to stick with a point. We weren't just going to settle for a 2-2 draw. Rayo weren't either. This game was going to be won by somebody, and we were determined to make it ours. And of course, if there's one man right now who's going to get you a winning goal in the dying moments of a match, it is going to be that man, Luis Suárez. Never gives up. He was playing ball boy for all of those last 5 minutes. Every time the ball went out, he was running, picking up the ball, giving it to one of the Rayo players, trying to hurry them up, get the game going. He was determined to do something in this game, and he got his reward. It was Sergio Roberto out on that right-hand side, and again, you've got to highlight there the presence of Gerard Piqué in that box. What he's doing there is taking a defender away from Luis Suárez. Instead of Suárez, they're worried about the aerial threat of Piqué, they're worried about him getting on the end of it, and so much so, as that ball comes in, it's a really good whip cross in by Roberto. He assisted him in El Clasico, he's done it again here, and in doing that, Suárez comes in round the back, completely unmarked, and you've got to say again, it's a really good finish, because he's got to slide to get on the end of it, he's got to just prod it in there, that near post. There's such a small gap to aim at, but Luis Suárez finds it, and like I say, incredible scenes to get that goal in the dying moments, to get that 3 points today. Atletico have dropped points, it's a massive win. Real have won today as well. The pressure was on. It looked like some of that game there, that all our hard work in El Clasico was going to go out the window. We were going to ruin all that hard work, and we didn't do that. We didn't let it happen. We got the win today. It wasn't pretty. Our defending needs massive work, and what I will say is, we need to improve. In these coming days, we're going to go to San Siro. We need to be ready for that game, because this kind of performance, it's not going to happen. If we play like this and defend like this at San Siro, we are in real trouble. There's big work to be done in the next few days, but right now, let's celebrate the win, because the way we came back there, the way we got ourselves back in the game, we didn't lie down. We got that 3 points. That deserves celebrating, and right now, it's 5 games on a winning streak. So as always, guys, please leave your thoughts in the comments down below. What did you think of this game? What did you think of our performance? Individuals, who's to blame, who did well today? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, I will see you in the coming days now. More and more uploads coming. That Inter game is going to be massive. There will be lots coming on that game, and I will see you then. But until then, as always, Visca el Barça!